Hello guys. Wanted to show you guys this perfect, perfect trade. I took it. I understood everything. It was great. It was honestly sex. That's what it was. Just fucking sex. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It was just honestly a overall great trade. Although we did fuck up. Let's go back to where we fucked up. So, obviously, you guys know this is an Asia range. And people are always like, oh, you can't trade it. Oh, you can't trade it. I wanted to trade it. I wanted to trade it. I wanted to see if it works. It doesn't fucking work. Don't trade Asia. Asia is just so ass. Like, you can look at before and you just know which is which. Like look, this is distribution. This is accumulating, distribution, accumulating. Look, London is accumulated. That means we don't trade that. Accumulated, distribution, sort of distribution. Anyways, we took this trade today, but we did have some cons to this trade. So what do we have right here? We have a low, a high, a lower low, and I want to see a higher high placed, but I never got that higher high. These are like kind of equal highs, not really higher high, so I didn't take that trade to the downside because I would have got stopped out either way because it was just a stupid don't, no point. But yeah, I wanted to figure out what was going on because this took this high and I was like, okay, something's happening. Like, shit's happening under my nose right now. And I want to know what's happening. So I think what happened was price, this is manipulation, distribution right here. And if you look over here, there's actually another trade you could have took. By the way, this is the daily. We have a fair value gap, which the candle's in. There's also a fair value gap right here, but not really a big fair value gap. Not something we would kind of look at. We had a fair value gap right here, and for some reason I just didn't see this at all. I just didn't see it, and it sucks because this would have been a great trade, but fucking then again I didn't see it, so I missed my trade opportunity. So if we go to the 15-minute, so I thought, because this was accumulating, like I said, low, high, lower, low. I want to see a higher high. This is the higher high. So I thought that, low, high, lower, low. What does that mean? Let's go to my chart real quick. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. I thought this was a bullish breaker block, so I dragged out the low to the high. Oops, the low to the high, thinking that this is somewhere I could enter, right? And if you look right here, there's a fair value gap right here. Also, another thing I was looking at was this right here, because I thought this was a order block. It supported price up, and I was like, okay, it makes sense. I'm looking at the picture. Low, breaks the lower low, high, low, high, lower low, higher high. We see price like use it as support, so I was like, oh, what? And then right here, boom, because I had my order block or my long like this and on this low. So I thought I was right, and I was targeting these highs, or not these highs, but I was targeting this high right here. And look what happens. Goes down, shoots right back up. Goes down, shoots right back up. And we end up hitting our profit right here. Which, look at that. It's the 5 minute. By the way, I don't trade in the 5 minute wicks. I don't trade that. I go to the candle. And that was my mistake. I should have just took this trade right here and just got out. But we held it thinking we were going to shoot for this high, but we never did. You know why? Because this is the Asia range, the shit range, the accumulation range. So what happens? We get stopped out. So right here, I'm kind of like, where do I go now? Like, what do I do? I mean, I'm confused. It just stopped me out. But then again, guys, what do we know? We want to learn how, why, and what's why, how. So we have this low right here. Whoops. And then we have this low right here. I wanted to see how price would react off this low. So it respects it, breaks it all the way down. I want to see a retrace go back in. We don't get a retrace. We're out of the Asia range, so this is the sweep. And another thing which kind of sucks is I think I was looking at this and I was like, I think I could have traded hold up. I think there was another fair value gap right here, maybe. I mean, we have that fair value gap. Yeah, but I guess that was the fair value gap. But what I realized about this was there was a low, a high, which kinda like what I see is it went into an important level, it broke structure, and what does it do? It goes down. Fails to break this high, goes down. So I feel like there was an entry right here. High, low, high, low, lower low. I honestly, I still don't know what this trade could have been right here, because I was just so lost on this trade. I was thinking right here, maybe a order block right here. Maybe this is a confirmed order block. So this could have been supported for price to move down. I didn't get shit. Honestly, I didn't understand any of this. I was just confused the whole time. So I was just like, screw this. Like, that was probably a trade. But now let's focus on this. Accumulation, we have the Asia range. And it breaks this low. Breaks this low. Oh gosh, my OCD is kicking in. Breaks this low. So now we want to see price pretty much go back in. Because we already had, it went down, came back in. And what does it do? It comes right back in, it looks like. And we have a low right here. We have a low, a high right here. So it creates a lower low. So there it is. So we have a low, a high, a lower low, and a higher high. So what does that make that? Breaker block. Low to the high. So we get a breaker block right here. So that instantly tells me that there's going to be an entry soon. So what do? We look right here after the candle, created that higher high, went up. And what do we see? We see a fair value gap right here. Price closes below the fair value gap. Shoots not yet back up. There it is. Shoots right back up, and then this is also the London session. So it kind of just gave off what it was going to do. Like I said, low, high, low, high, lower, low, higher, high, right here, higher, high. So we knew right here that this was a fair value gap. And what does price do? We set up a long. We put our stop on this low right here, or maybe it was this low. Pretty sure maybe it was this low. I don't think it was. I think it was this low. But what does price do? Oops. We don't get tagged in yet. There it is. So we get tagged in, and then we get the instant price up because of the London opening. And then we had our target on, I believe, this high, I want to say. Yeah, that high. And we took our profit right here. We reached profit, and we ended up reaching our final TP. So yeah, that was a really cool trade. I still don't know what happened right here. I'm pretty sure there was an order block entry right here. Maybe right here. I think might have been right here. I honestly just don't know. I try to understand. I mean, low, it doesn't really make sense. And maybe there was an order block entry right here, but still it just doesn't make sense. This order block though, we had our order block right here, and I think we had our stop on this high, so it looks something like this. Our stop on this high, and then we were just targeting like whatever was up there, but it came up, came back down, started respecting, and then came back up again. And we should have just took our profit right there. I think this was a valid order block. I should have just took my TP to been safe, because it taps my TP right here, and I should have just got out. But I didn't. There's a sell position right here, but like I said, I just don't. Low, high, higher high. Like I don't. I don't know. Maybe in the 1 minute there's a fair value gap right here. Gosh, sometimes finding this shit can be a bitch. Like, where did it go? Why did it just despawn? We did have a fair value gap right here. So I guess this could have been a important. It's not really an important, like. It's not really an important level though. I mean, there's nothing like huge happening. There's no fair value gap. Like, it's just wicks. But anyways, anyways, in the 1 minute, it looks like something else was happening. But yeah, there's a fair value gap right there. So maybe a high, a low, a higher high, and maybe this lower low right here. A high, a low, like maybe right, yeah, probably right here. I guess that would count. Yeah, high, low. Then there's a fair value gap right here. So I could have had my entry something like this. Could have put my stop right there, and then a stop on this high. And then I could have been targeting. That's why the thing I hate is the 1 minute is just so sketchy sometimes. I just don't like it. I really don't like it. This was the manipulation leg, it looks like, that took out the high. So let's just mark it. See what happens. Like we don't even reach, and it goes higher. I think the reason why we could have stayed in this trade to these highs, I don't know why we didn't. I just wanted to see profit, but I think the reason why we reflected was because of this fair value gap right here. This was definitely why. I mean, like, it goes in halfway. Like, look at this. Like, it doesn't even cross. Like, look at that. It respected that. That's crazy. It respected that, and then it just went up. Low, high. It's not really low or low. Low, high, lower. Yeah, there's high, low. High, low, higher, high. Didn't really put in a lower low. Yeah, but this is definitely, it's probably going to go out to here, or yeah, definitely right here because there's a fair value gap. So I could have realistically took my trade right there. But yeah, besides that, that looks like a valid trade. I could have traded this right here probably for really long. Really long. I mean, I had these lows. I mean, I could have just shot for these lows right here, honestly. Because that would have been a 9.21 risk-reward ratio. Just because of the unicorn entry. But like I said, it's just so hard because, I mean, like, how would have I seen this? I mean, really, I'm even having trouble right now just trying to figure it out where it is. I mean, a low, like it just, there's nothing right here. There's just nothing. I mean, maybe what happened was this right here swept liquidity, right? Swept liquidity, went up, went back down. I mean, it just bugs me that, like, it didn't even, and maybe it did. Yeah, it did, actually. Weird. Made it look like it was going for the 4.5, but there was a fair value gap that was hitting, so I guess, yeah, it makes sense. But, I mean, I guess that was the liquidity leg that got swept. So I guess I could have gone into a lower time frame right here as soon as it got swept, which it did right there, close below and everything. And I could have just went right there to the 1 minute, and then I could have just been looking. And then I would have saw that there's a like, I just don't see anything right here. High. Like, just starts randomly going back up. Maybe because there was like a 15-minute fair value gap. I don't even know. Maybe it's because of the order block. But right here, sweeps liquidity. So let's see if it comes back in, which it does. Goes back out. I mean, it looked like it just it looked like it just took out this high and then went straight down. There we go. We get the high, low, higher, high. And now lower low right there. I mean, right there was a lower low. And then I could have gone short right here, my low, my stop on that. Then I could have been targeting these lows. Because we just get tapped in just like that, and then we just go straight down. And yeah, we go up a little bit, but then, yeah, we just shoot straight down. And just like that. I mean, we could have targeted these lows too, but we didn't. Because we didn't even fucking take this trade. But anyways, that was the trade review. I hope you guys liked it. I feel like there's a lot more to learn to ICT, but I feel like right now we did a good job for today.